Hello, how are you?
Fine.
It's good to see you. My
Thank
name
you.
is Megan Follett and I'm going to be your social worker. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
You're fine? Okay. So before we begin, I just want to go over a confidentiality agreement. So basically, I just want to make sure it's clear that whatever we discuss is going to be between us and us only. The only time that I would potentially have to share what you discuss with me in our sessions is if it was had to be with my supervisor, or if there was any risk that you were going to harm yourself or somebody else. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, perfect. I'll just make sure you sign this, just so everything is clear with our sessions.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. So, to begin, what brings you in today?
I'm not so happy. I'm having issues with my daughter. She's 13 years and I feel we're not getting along.
Okay. So you're finding that you and your daughter aren't getting along. Are there any maybe external factors that could be contributing to why you're feeling this way?
Okay, I know we just moved into Canada. We just relocated to Canada a few months ago and probably that might be, I don't know, but you know, it started since we got here, like a month after. I just noticed that change.
Okay. So you mentioned that you guys just came to Canada.
Yes.
So how have you been finding the transition from coming to Canada?
It's quite different from where I'm coming from. It's quite different from where I'm coming from now. I have less time to spend. I don't have enough time to myself. I'm always working, and I think it's just the time I don't have enough time with her. I don't have enough time. It's quite busy. You have to run to meet all the expenses and the rest like that.
For sure.
Yes.
And how did your daughter react to the news of coming to Canada?
Yeah, she was happy.
She was happy.
Yeah, she was happy. Yes, she was happy when I told her we're relocating. Yes, she was.
And so with moving, that obviously had to come with her having to start at a new school.
Yes.
Are you finding that she's enjoying her new school?
I feel she is, and sometimes I feel she's not. At first, when we got here, she was excited about going to school all the time. But suddenly, I noticed a change in her. Yes. Most of the time, she keeps to herself right now. And sometimes she has this not too happy face sometimes although I don't see her when she comes back from school because I come very late at night. But I think at first she was excited, but now I don't know what's happening with her, but I notice she's kind of moody sometimes, and sometimes she talks to herself. I don't know what's happening actually.
Yeah. So with that, finding that she's had a change in mood and just doesn't seem as happy on the outside, have you tried any strategies to improve this issue?
I've tried to talk to her, probably to ask her what's going. But most of the time I come back late at night like I told you because definitely I have to work long hours late into the night. Most of the time when I come back she's already probably going to bed, and I just ask her how is school, and the next thing she just gives me a straight answer. But I feel there might be more. The daughter I know before would sit me down and probably talk to me. But I notice she's not willing to talk. You know, she gives this straight answer. I'm fine. I'm good, and she's off to bed.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think you and your daughter's trust is?
For me, I would say 8 over 10.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
And have you found, is your daughter normally an open person?
Yes, she is. She talks. I don't know if this is coming up because she's just 13. But she used to be an open person before, yes.
Okay. There definitely is a lot of changes that come with that age group.
Okay.
Do you think maybe there was a potential for issues happening within the school?
There was a time they went for a field trip and she said something about being bullied.
Okay.
I didn't take it serious actually, but I think I noticed a change from there. Yes, she said something about being bullied and like, okay, not really being bullied. She said somebody said something that she didn't really like. A guy called her a name she didn't really like, and I think once or twice she has mentioned it, but because we don't, she didn't really give me details, and that's what's giving me concern, you know. She didn't really give me details of what. She just like said it in passing, and that was all.
Okay, so with the bullying, have you considered reaching out to any of her teachers or her principals to address the issue?
No.
No. And do you think maybe that would be able to help with the bullying, or do you think it might be more focused on just how she's feeling?
I think, like you said, I might have to go to her school to at least get more details of what is happening, probably her progress with her academics. I think going to her school should be one thing I should consider, yes, because I've not been there since we came. Though they've sent emails requesting for several meetings, but because I have to go to work, I've not been able to go for, most of the time they have luncheons, events, I've not been able to attend. So I think going to her school might be one thing I should consider. Yes.
Yes, so we mentioned just then going to the school to be able to talk with her teachers.
Yes.
And you mentioned her academics. How is she doing academically? Not too sure.
Not too sure.
Okay. So not knowing about her academics, do you think maybe there's ways that you'd be able to approach that conversation?
I think we need to discuss about it.
Yeah, and with that discussion, are there any strengths or positives that still exist in your relationship today?
Yes, there is. I kind of realized that the way she reacts whenever I correct her sometimes it's not like before. Yes, she gives me this straight answer. I've heard, I'll do it. Before, normally she would say, yes, mom, what do you want me to do? I don't know what's happening, but I know she gives me this straight answer, and that's just it. Yes.
And when you're trying to discuss with her and you're only getting straight answers, how have you been feeling lately?
Not too well.
Not too well. So with that, what improvements are you kind of wanting to be made with the relationship between you and your daughter?
I want her to talk to me more. I want to know what she's going through. I want to know what she's feeling. I want to know what's happening to her. I know she's, of course, like I said, she's just clocked 13. There might be some emotions ranging. I just want to be more involved. Although I know I've not spent more time. I just want her to talk. I just want the mother and the daughter talk back. I want to communicate with her more. I want her to share more of her feelings with me. Yes.
Yeah, so thinking about that, are there any past experiences that you can reflect on where you had a really positive relationship with your daughter?
Yes. Yes. I know she likes to go out. She likes to go out, and she likes swimming. And I think when we first got here, I know I went to the Mackerland I took her to swim. I can remember, I think that's the only time we've had time to. I know she was really happy when we did that, and I think she likes to run too.
So were these moments for you guys a moment of joy for both of you?
Yes,
Yes.
it was. Yes,
Okay.
it was.
So learning that, I think it could be important to kind of set some goals for you and your daughter to work on so you can rebuild that relationship and hopefully, from what you said, kind of be able to understand her better and have more discussion with her that you feel like you've been lacking with a busy work schedule and a busy life in general, also including the transition of coming to a new country. So I kind of wanted to just go over, what do you think are some of the things that are affecting your ability to spend time with your daughter?
Coming back late at night.
Coming back late at night?
Yes, coming back late at night. We hardly do dinner together. Most of the time she's tired. Probably she's gotten something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I think eating together would work, and
Mm-hmm.
probably coming back early enough. Maybe when she's not very tired, or maybe when she's not sleepy, so I can talk to her. I think that might help.
And how do you think you'll be able to achieve coming home early?
I have to work around my schedule.
Work around your schedule.
Probably.
And are there ways that you could kind of make your schedule a little bit less heavy?
Yes.
Are there any supports that you could seek out to help you with this?
Yes. I think I can talk to my manager to reduce my work schedule so I can come back home early to probably have dinner. It might not be all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should be able to take that off maybe some days in a week. And yes, I should be able to do that.
So you mentioned dinner as well. It was something your family likes to do.
Okay.
How do you think maybe you'll be able to improve this experience and kind of make it more engaging for the whole family?
To make it more engaging. Probably I spend more time to cook with her. I know she likes cooking. She likes cooking. So probably to engage her, I would tell her what to do before I come back, like maybe prepare some of the meals, like wash the potatoes, do some preparations before I come. Then I'll make sure I come home early so we can cook together. I know in previous times when we cook, we have time to discuss. So I think I need to go back to spending time to cook with, cooking with her, preparing dinner with her at night would help, yes.
Yes, for sure. And you also mentioned that when you first came, you spent time and took her to Mac Island as she enjoys running and swimming.
Okay.
Was there maybe a time you could plan during your week to do an activity like that with your daughter?
Yes, because definitely she's priority right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I would work on maybe twice in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe take 2 hours off from work weekends to run with her, and probably take her to my calendar. I think I should be able to do that. I should be able to do that.
Okay. So are there any other goals or ideas you kind of wanted to bring up to be able to improve the relationship?
I just want her to talk. I just want her to spend more time. Yes. I think I have to do less of complaining, because now that you're telling me all the things I'm looking at the things I'm also doing myself. I'm also checking myself, because I realize most of the time when I come back from work, I'm always nagging. I'm always complaining. I know she has told me that before, that mommy, you're always complaining. And I think whenever I complain like that, it changes her mood. So I think I need to work on probably less of complaining and probably just overlook things. Yes, I think that might help also.
Okay. So you're mentioning kind of just reflecting on yourself and the way you've been reacting lately, especially in response to how busy you've been and how sometimes those situations can become stressful. So I think it'll be important to kind of the points we went over, to kind of set some goals. And one of them, I think, in relation to what you just said about kind of doing some self-reflection, is kind of just taking some time to discover yourself more. And I think that takes a lot of time and patience.
Okay.
And I would kind of want to bring up to you, how do you think you would be able to reflect on yourself?
How do I go about that? I think you just look at things I've been doing before, look at things I'm doing right now, and look at the difference between it. What I've been handling things before and how I'll do things right now. I think reflecting on myself also means taking out time to rest myself.
For sure. Do you think that maybe you would benefit from a resource such as journaling?
Yes.
Journaling? Using it kind of as a resource to be able to kind of write down how you're feeling so you can reflect on that and improve how you're reacting with your daughter.
Yes.
So journaling is a goal that we will set. How do you think you'll be able to implement this in your schedule? What time do you think it would be good to set that time to do your journal?
Probably before going to bed. Yes. Like 30 minutes before going to bed. Yes.
So we will say journaling before bed. And now we'll go back to the 3 points that we kind of laid out about goals that you have specifically to improve the relationship with your daughter. So first is you've been coming back late at night and you want to work around your schedule to reduce it and talk to your manager. So what would you like to reduce your schedule to?
Maybe 6 hours instead of 7 hours.
6 hours instead of 7. So reducing that 1 hour.
Yes.
So we're reducing your 7-hour shifts to your 6-hour shifts, and you're going to do this by talking to your manager, like you said before.
Yes.
And now the next point we had was not having as much bonding for your family dinners. So you wanted to cook with her.
Yes.
And give her guidelines of stuff she can do to help you out.
Yes.
So you have time to do that in your schedule.
Yes.
How many nights a week would you like to do family dinner?
Maybe 3 times a week.
3 times? So you want to do family dinners 3 times a week, but you also mentioned taking additional time on the weekends, twice a month to do something with her. What time or day of the week do you think you'd be able to do that?
How about towards Saturdays?
Saturdays.
Let me say 5 to 6 p.m. Yes, 5 to 6 p.m. Yes.
So Saturdays 5 to 6 p.m. Twice a month to do something with your daughter for both of you guys to get out of the house. So with these goals, we've kind of set a schedule of what you'd like to do to improve the relationship. And with these, what are you hoping to see out of these goals?
I'm hoping to build a relationship with her back. I'm hoping to let there be more communications, more friendly communications. I want her to be more open, to be more open to me, to discuss how she's feeling. I know at her age sometimes she might not want to let everything out, but at least letting me into a little, knowing fully well we're just new here and she might not really know everybody, so probably spending some time together would also help. Yes, I want us to talk more, then build a more closer relationship together. Yes, that's what I want to achieve. Yes.
And do you believe the goals that we set will help you achieve this?
Yes, 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 you should. Yes.
And were there any other further points or concerns that you would like to bring up during this session?
I would see how this works for a week. Probably, I don't know if she's going to need to come to. Well,
That is definitely something that can be considered.
okay.
So we'll send you home with an outline of the goals that we set,
Okay.
and I want you to work on them for a week.
Okay.
And I want you to see kind of if there's any changes between you and your daughter's relationship
Okay.
and the communication between you two.
Okay.
And after that, and you come back to next week's session,
Okay.
we'll discuss kind of how these worked and how they may not have worked, and also considering if you think it would be beneficial to have your daughter in the sessions with you.
Okay. Okay.
But
Would appreciate that.
I hope that you believe that this plan is going to help you out.
Yes. Yes.
Working
yes,
on it?
Yes. Yes. I've been able to have a direction as to what I can do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's exactly what the goal would be.
Yes.
So I'm glad you came in today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of
Thank
course.
you so much.
Yes.
I'm up here right now, and I know what to do right now.
Perfect.
I know
And
what to
that's
do.
exactly what we wanted. So
Thank you.
perfect.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
you're welcome.
much. Thank you.